Good morning, all of you. So before starting the session, first let us fix our agenda. Yeah, good morning, all of you. So first let us fix our agenda, guys, please. So today, we are going to be discussing about what is DevOps. Today, we are going to be discussing about what is DevOps. In the next session, we are going to be discussing about what is Azure and what is the difference between Azure versus DevOps. We are going to be discussing in the next session. Today, we are focused on only DevOps, please. We're going to be discussing about what is in exactly DevOps. So before starting the session, I have a few questions, please. Before starting the session, I have a few questions, guys, please. So what are the first question, guys, please? What is an application? What is a server? And what is an SDLC? And let us try to understand one by one. What is the first question, please? What is an application? Application is nothing but what? A website. Application is nothing but what? A website. So a Flipkart kind of application is, and whatever may be. What is an application, guys, please? The working software which is written any programming, we are called as what? Application. That application we are going to be placing on server side. We're going to be placing on server side. Once if it is placing on server side, we are going to be accessing over internet as a website. Guys, please let me repeat one more time. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming, we are called as an application. That application we are going to be placing on server side. Once if it is placing on server side, we are going to be accessing over internet as a website. Is nothing but what? Application. So application for what? Business. The application running on service. But what is an SDLC, guys, please? What is an exactly SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In this SDLC, we have several stages and several phases like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. If you want to produce a Flipkart kind of application, can able to build overnight, can able to do it in a single day. Is it possible really? No, it is not possible. So we have to follow these all stages, and then only we can able to produce an application to do business in internet. For example, to understand. So if you want to construct the house or apartment, can I able to complete within a single day? No, we can be. So it will take several days and several stages. Like, first we need to gather the information, and we required a plan. According to the plan, our developers will, our developers, maybe it's gonna be implementing basement, walls, slope, plumbing, electrical, plastering, then painting, then ceremony. So many stages we are following it. Same way. Our SDLC also, same way. Our SDLC also we are going to be implementing. So what are the first step, guys, please? Analysis means gathering information from the client. How exactly the login page, how exactly the registration page, and each and every minor information we are going to be gather. Once if it is gather, it will be designed. It will be designed. Design is nothing but a plan. Design is nothing but a plan. According to the plan, it will be implemented. It will be implemented. Implementation is nothing but what? Writing the lines of code by using any programming like Java, .NET, Python is nothing but what? Implementation. Once if it is implemented, whether it is working or not, our tests will be verified. Once if it is verified, we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. We calling as what? Deployment. Once if it is placed on deployment, we are going to be accessing our internet as what? Website. That's it. Whether this website is working or not, we are going to be monitoring and maintenance. We are going to be monitoring and maintenance. This entire flow we are calling as what? SDLC. The entire flow we are calling as what? SDLC. By using software development lifecycle, okay, we can produce an application to do business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon, whatever may be. Guys, I hope you understood very clearly what is an application, what is a server, and what is an SDLC. Okay. In this SDLC, so many developers, so many people are involved. Maybe like, designers are involved. So developers are involved, testers are involved, DB administrators are involved, Linux administrators are involved, and DevOps engineers are involved, AWS admins are involved. If you are a part of IT, you are part of going to be part of SDLs. We're all together. We are all together producing an application to do business in internet. So, and each and every employee, our end goal is for application only. But in this SDLC process, so developers can write the code, testers can verify. But what exactly DevOps engineer does here? That we are going to be discussing for today. In this SDLC process, as a DevOps engineer, what exactly does that we are going to be discussing for today. In DevOps, what is an exactly DEV, guys, please? DEV is nothing but what? Software development lifecycle. OPS is nothing but what? Operation. The combination of software development plus operation we call as what? DevOps. We call it as what? DevOps, please. Software development plus operations we are called as what? DevOps. DevOps is a process. That means our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with operations. That means we are part of coding, build, test, release, deploy, operations, and monitoring. And monitoring, guys, please. And monitoring. So our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment and ends with what? Production environment. This is in exactly our roles and responsibilities in our DevOps process. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated, a transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. So is nothing but what? DevOps process. Guys, please tell me what is DevOps, please. What is in exactly DevOps? Is DevOps is a technology like Java, .NET, Python? No, it is not a technology. It is not a technology. It is a process. It is a process. It is a process. It is an automated process which can implement from dev environment to production environment. While you are implementing DevOps process from dev environment to production environment, make sure whether you are going to be delivering the working software from dev environment to production environment, whether we are going to be delivering within a shortest time, with a high quality, with low cost, is nothing but what? DevOps process. Guys, let me repeat one more time, guys, please. So usually the developers are keep on writing the lines of code. These lines of code we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. We're going to be placing on hundreds of servers. So while we are delivering working software from dev environment to production environment, make sure whether you can able to deliver within a shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost, is nothing but what? DevOps process. So while we are implementing DevOps process, which are all the advantage, which are all the features, which are all the advantage we are going to be getting. So the first advantage is fast and frequently deliver. We can able to deliver to the production environment from dev environment to production environment. We can able to deliver fastest time with frequently deliver. And we can able to deliver easily and improve the number of deployments. And we can able to deliver within a highest quality, with lowest cost, with a low failure rate, is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. So actually, when you are getting into the company, so as a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities are so replacing complex pipeline with transparent pipeline. So as a DevOps engineer, what exactly we are going to be doing is, please, replacing with complex pipeline with transparent pipeline. So our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. A DevOps process is a transparent pipeline. So why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Because if it is a manual process. From analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation to testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance, it is a manual process. And due to this manual process, if we got any issue in the middle, if we got any issue in the middle, if we got any issue in the middle, so for identification, it will take long time. For identification, it will take long time. After identification also, for resolving, it will take long time. If it is take a long time, definitely cost is increased. Cost is increased. Quality is decreased. So for our understanding, I will give you a good example. For example, so this is a water pipeline underground. Somewhere else it is a blockage like this. It is an underground. It is a blockage. So please think about it. How difficult to identify this problem? Definitely it will take a long time. Experts are required. We need to pay more salary, more payment. Even hiring experts. So for identification, it will take a long time. For resolving issue also long time. But in meanwhile, our customers were waiting for our with our buckets and water. So our customers are not satisfied because of it delayed. So it is not we are not delivering within a timeline. Yeah. The same way our SDLC process also. Same way our SDLC process also. But what we are expecting as please, we are going to be replacing with a transparent pipeline. With a transparent pipeline. If it is look at here, so due to the transparent, if we got any issue in the middle, so by one look itself, we can able to see the problem. And as soon as possible, we can able to provide a solution. We can able to provide a solution. The same way, our DevOps process also, due to this transparent pipeline, if you got any issue in the middle, so as soon as possible, we can able to find the issue and we can able to provide the solution as soon as possible. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. But actual DevOps processes look like this only. The actual DevOps processes look like this only. In this DevOps process, so many stages. Let us try to understand one by one. So planning, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operations. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with operations. Ends with operation. That means we're part of coding, we're part of integration, we're part of testing, we're part of release, we're part of deploy, we're part of operations. But to be frankly, we are not part of planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing a DevOps transparent pipeline. We're going to be implementing a DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. So I hope you understood very clearly what is exactly DevOps. But let us try to understand a little bit deeper in each and every stage what is exactly roles and responsibilities. Let us try to understand and each and every stage. So roles and responsibilities. Roles and responsibilities. In dev environment, so usually writing the lines of code by developers. Writing code is responsible by the developers. That code is going to be maintained by whom? Maintained by a DevOps engineer. Writing is responsible by the developers, and maintenance is responsible by the DevOps engineer. So how many developers are writing code, guys, please? N number of developers are continuously writing code. N number of developers are continuously writing code. The n number of lines of code we are going to be integrating. We're going to be integrating continuously. Our developers are continuously writing code. And as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be continuously integrating. That we are calling as what? CI. And after that, we are going to be executing test cases, making working software, and we are going to be delivering continuously into the release. I'll repeat. So whatever the code is writing by n number of developers, and as a DevOps engineer, continuously integration, making working software, and continuously deliver CI, CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery process. Once if it is implement CI, CD process, we are going to be delivering on hundreds of services. We are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. I'll repeat this point, listen very carefully. Placing on hundreds of servers. Placing hundreds of servers, we are calling as what? Deploy. Once if it is deployed, we are going to be accessing as a website over internet. That's it. No. Whether it is working or not, whether it is performing good or bad, it's going to be monitoring, and maintenance is nothing but what? Operation. So what I said very clearly. So as a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with operations. Usually, the developers are keep on writing the lines of code. So continuously integrating, continuously we are going to be delivering into the production environment. While you delivering the working software in the production environment, make sure whether you are delivering within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate, is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. But for implementing this DevOps process, we are going to be learning some tool stack. So which are all the tool stack we are going to be learning, guys, please? Which are all the tools we are going to be learning, guys, please? We are going to be learning Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Microsoft Azure, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, Elk. So these are all the tools we are going to be using for implementing this DevOps process. For implementing this DevOps process. Which are all the tools, guys, please? Git. So let us try to understand a little bit deeper. So how exactly we are going to be using these are all the tools in this DevOps process. Let us try to understand, guys, please. Git. By using Git. So the lines of code, which is written by developer, we are going to be maintaining in a repository wise in a different models. So I'll repeat one more time. By using Git, we are going to be maintaining our developer source code. Once if it is maintained, we are going to be deploy. We are going to be execute. We are going to be execute. Execute our Java project by helping of Maven. Maven is a build tool. Once if it is built, we are going to be creating an automated process by helping of Jenkins. So automatically integrating automatically executing these test cases. So we can able to do it by Jenkins. Jenkins is a CI server, continuous integrated server. Once if it is integrated continuously by Jenkins, we are gonna be using JFrog. JFrog is nothing but what? Release. So we are gonna be continuously delivering into where CD, continuous delivery into where exactly? JFrog. JFrog is a release. So once if it is delivering our application into the JFrog server, then we are gonna be using SonarQube also. SonarQube is a code analyzer. By using SonarQube, whether we can able to writing code properly or not, whether developers can use right functions or not, it will be verified properly. And it will give statistics and reports also. By helping of Git and Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, we are going to be implementing CI/CD process, continuous integration, making working software, and CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery, we are going to be implement. Once if it is implementing CI/CD, we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. We're going to be placing on hundreds of servers. These hundreds of servers, how exactly we can able to automate? How exactly we can automate? So we have a hundreds of servers, server 1, server 2, server 3, and server 100. Server 100. Server 100. Server 1, server 2, server 3, server 4, server 100. So on top of each and every server, I want to create a file. I want to install a software. How exactly we can please? If you do manual process, if it is a manually, is it can able to complete within a timeline? Within a timeline? No, we can't be. So that is the reason. So we are going to be using an automated process. Means on a hundreds of servers at a time we can able to create a files. At a time we can able to install the softwares. That process we are calling as what? So configuration management. What is an exactly configuration management? Replacing a manual process with an automated process on a hundreds of servers is nothing but what? Configuration management. It's supported by Ansible and Chef. Ansible and Chef, but we are going to be learning Ansible. Ansible is a push model. Ansible is a push model. Ansible is supporting configuration management. But next. So the next tool we are going to be discussing about Azure. Azure is a cloud. By helping of Azure, we can able to get a hundreds of servers. On top of hundreds of servers, we can able to implement an automated process by helping of Ansible. Let me repeat one more time, guys, please. Azure is a cloud. By using Azure cloud, we can able to get a servers. We can able to get a servers, hundreds of servers. On top of it, we can able to implement an automated process by helping of Ansible. Not only deploying on Azure servers, we can able to deploy our applications on Docker also. On Docker also. What is a Docker, guys, please? Docker is an isolated area. Docker is a isolated area which can place our applications, on Docker container. So what is a Docker? Docker is a container technology. By helping of Docker containers, easily we can able to place our applications like a Flipkart or Amazon, whatever may be. For our understanding, how exactly how exactly our containers works. How exactly this real-time containers works. Real-time containers work the same way our Docker containers, please. So these containers we can able to transport seafood by using this container. But by using our Docker containers, we can able to deploy our applications. We can deploy our applications. But these containers we can able to manage or control by whom ship. The entire ship is managing control by these are all the containers managing by this single ship. The same way, these are all Docker containers can manage or control by Kubernetes. And we're going to be learning Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool, and we can able to deploy and maintaining our applications. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. We can able to create a virtual machines very easily in your laptop. We're going to be learning Nagios. Nagios is system monitoring, and ELK is an application monitoring. ELK is an application monitoring. By helping of Nagios, we can able to monitor RAM, CPU, user load, current load. By helping of ELK, whether his application is performance good or bad, so internet logs are generating, those logs will be monitored. And we're going to be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross-cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure either in AWS or Azure or Google. So by helping of these are all the tools: Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Microsoft Azure, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Nagios, ELK, Terraform. We are going to be implementing this DevOps process. We are going to be implementing this DevOps process. So I hope you people are understands very clearly what is DevOps for today. In the next session, we are going to be discussing about what is Azure, what is Azure versus DevOps, what is the difference between these two. We will discuss in the next session. The next session on Monday. The next session on Monday with same link. At same time. The next session on Monday with same link and same time. So before taking your question, let us overview of this session. Let us overview of this course. I think we're already discussed in the last session, but let me repeat one more time. It is a complete DevOps, complete Azure, Linux basics, shell script to be covered. The total duration is 5 months. Total duration is 5 months. For joining, before joining in this course, so which are all the prerequisites? Linux basics required, shell script is required, that I will be covered, don't worry. No programming is required. Java, .NET, Python not required. So you require this basic configuration for laptop, daily practice. Who can join in this course? Freshers can join in this course, and experienced students can join in this course. Any graduate can join in this course, please. So which are all the benefits if you join in this course? Daily recordings after the payment via Google Drive. From date of registration, 11 months. Resume preparation and interview question and answers. 4 live real-time projects I will be covered. 80% of soft materials I will be covered. Our course starts with very basic level and finish with what? An advanced level. And each and every class is practically warranted. After completion of this course, you will receive a certificate from your institute. Daily 1 hour class we are going to be spending. Our classes are Monday to Saturday, Monday to Saturday. Class starts at 6 a.m. and ends with 7 a.m. daily. You're going to be paying, instead of 12, you're going to be paying 8. You're going to be paying what? 8K. So for full DevOps, full Azure for daily recordings. So this is exactly my end. So if you want to talk to admin, call to this number, and it is a content link. So if you copy paste this content link, you can able to yeah, you can able to see here. Any questions, please? Any questions, please? Do you have any questions, please? So we'll meet on next Monday, coming Monday, next Monday, the next class on Monday. Any questions, please? Do you have any questions for today's session? Please ask me in the chat box. Yeah. So Amar and Roshan, Vasu. So what we are going to be implementing CI/CD in Azure. We are going to be implementing CI/CD process in Azure Pro. Is Azure only. Okay. Raw way we are going to be discussing, and moreover we are going to be implementing Azure pipeline. Amar and Anwar and whatever Vasu, Roshan, please. Git and learning basic commands like how, push, pull, merge. In depth and Roshan, we are going to be learning Git itself 10 days, more than 10 days. So we are going to be discussing in depth, not only Git, push, pull, merge, not. So we're going to be discussing it, branching strategies, all, Roshan. Software material will be provided, yes, Roshan. We are going to be providing soft material. Yes, Vasu, yeah. Azure DevOps only, okay? Yes. Yeah. So is there any other questions, guys, please? Is there any other questions, please? Yeah, we can able to do 104 certification and Azure administration certification and DevOps certification also. 104 certification, 400, 100 certification also. You can able. These two certifications. You can suits this course for what? Both 104 and 100. That's it, guys, please. So we'll be continue on Monday, next Monday with same link at the same time. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Thanks your time.